in this game. Skol, Vikings, honor your name. Go get that first down, then get a touchdown. Rock 'em, sock 'em, fight, 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 fight.
Cool, man, we jumped in the whip and we drove the motherfucking Heralds. We were 16 years old. Because we got it one time when we were down there driving through White Sox game, all my uncles, and I was like, oh yeah, this is where the fuck it's at, right? So when I got my driver's license, I told my friends, I was like, bro, I'm going. It was like noon, something like that. Jumped in the motherfucking, I had a Chevrolet Cavalier, like a 2002 Cavalier, four cylinder.
Oh,
Hey, that motherfucker was a beast for it. It was green. We called it the green machine, bro. And we went everywhere in that motherfucker, bro. And on God, bro, I had like 4 of my friends in the back seat. We was in there. We was smoking weed the entire way down there, bro. It took us like an hour and a half. It was awesome, dude. It was so fucking awesome, dude.
the tournaments and like Gurney and like
Yeah.
fucking like Northbrook, and that shit used to seem like the longest fucking ride in the world.
I was like 15 minutes. I was like 15 minutes east of Gurney. I was a little bit away, but that I used to work at Six Flags. That was my first job.
Okay.
That was my first job.
Free roller coaster ride that after work?
Bro, we used to test them motherfuckers when they would turn them on in the wintertime. So, like, you're the test dummy to see if this motherfucker works all the time. You know what I mean? All the way through. You test the cars like 50 times, because I worked the rides. So, if you ever went to Six Flags in the early 2000s and you rode the Raging Bull Giant Drop Great American Eagle with the big white one where they used to have the spider up there.
Coasters that's gonna make you tuck your ass in, bro. I don't do baby rides. I was always on the Viper, Raging Bull. I probably did the Raging Bull 4 or 5 times. When they came out with what is it? Colossal or what?
Yeah, Goliath. Yeah, something like that.
Like 3-4 times. People were like, I was like, all right, let me feel the first drop. Boom. I'm like, I gotta do that shit again. Boom, did it again.
Fire.
And like by the time the park started opening, I had already been on there 4 times. Like I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need that. Everybody's scared to get on the giant drop. Only thing I'm scared of.
Loved it.
You want to know the only thing I'm scared of on the giant drop? Dropping my fucking phone. That's the only thing I'm trying not to do.
Facts.
That's the only thing I'm trying not to do. Because you
holding that motherfucker on the way down.
You sitting up there, and like when you up there, you wanna get a visual because it's so beautiful.
A little view, yeah.
Bro, it's beautiful up there. But then when you taking that force down and that motherfucker just dropping, bro, it's you or the fuck, bro. Fuck that. I'm not.
Fuck that
that's
phone.
why I don't have that many pictures up there with my phone, bro. I ain't seen too many people. Oh, I want to take a picture in that motherfucking phone.
Yeah.
All I'm yelling is catch the phone. Catch the phone. Who want to catch up?
So what you do is you lay that bitch sideways and you put it in between that seatbelt.
Hey, you want to know what I used to do?
That's how you do that shit.
Hey, I snap my picture and I stuff that bitch by my nuts.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, that's what everybody did. Yeah. Those old Panasonic digital cameras, we used to take them on there, bro. We used to, ride around or whatever. It was fun. You could get in there on your days off for free. You couldn't play any of the games, though, because they taught you how to beat them bitches. Food was good, at least when I was there. Now it's trash, super trash food. Food was fire when I was there. Shit was fresh. Super good. Super good. Yeah, that was my first job. But then bounced from there. But yeah, Gurney, if you wrestled up there, bro, that was definitely the spot. I was a little bit more towards the lake. I was like right on the lake. Yeah, I was like right on the lake.
Yo, and welcome to another week. The final.
We're back. Playoffs. Kings of the North. Podcast. You didn't ask for it. We're delivering it. Gonna deliver.
Listen.
The real of the NFC North. I hate all these talking heads on TV. Because NFC North's on TV. Drake's Mr. Hothead. NFC North in the limelight. Take a snapshot. Congratulations, hiring Ben Johnson as your new head coach. Detroit Lions losing in the first round of the NFL playoffs. Minnesota Vikings losing in the first round of the NFL playoffs. Green Bay Packers losing in the first round of the NFL playoffs. All these teams great in the regular season. Get to the postseason game. We done said it.
Are you ready for this?
We done said it.
Are you ready for this?
If they listened to us 2 weeks ago, bro, we told them already.
You said congratulations to the Chicago Bears for getting Ben Johnson.
Good job, man. You
Personally,
hate it. Yeah, can't.
And the reason for it is because I have done my research, and I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, this nigga don't do no research. He ain't checking." I did, and
I'll give it to you.
And when you go look at his resume don't read a winning coach. I'm sorry.
I mean, he's been on winning teams.
Detroit is only his winning team. He has a losing record.
Really? I don't know where else he's been. Where'd he come from? Before he came from the Lions.
Want to say Jacksonville? I would have to go back. But I just remember, look like, bro.
Yeah.
Here first.
He looks like Adam Gase, bro. He looks like Adam Gase.
Okay with being wrong, and I'm okay with apologizing on this page, on this platform. But I'm going to say it right now.
Sometimes you take L's in life, bro. Sometimes you take a L. Be bold. Be bold, young man.
Bro, hey, listen.
Be bold.
My balls is big enough for me to be bold enough to say that. He ain't the fucking guy. We'll be back in the same fucking position in 3 years. And guess what?
Yeah.
The Saints
Polls will be gone.
The Saints are probably, you just biased because you know this guy and he played football with your brother. Listen, the Saints are about to fucking get Mike Kafka probably as their coach, and they're going to be okay. And then motherfuckers going to look back, and I'm going to look at people and say, I told you. Oh, well, we'll get it right this time. We're not.
Because year 2 in a new system for Caleb Williams, it's going to... Because people are expecting Ben Johnson just to come in and, through his play calling, be the complete difference maker and have the exact same offense. It took the Lions 5 fucking years to build up what their offense was last year.
Johnson only been there with them for 3 years.
Bingo.
So let's do the math, meaning it took 2 extra years before Ben Johnson got there for them to really start establishing shit.
And he inherited the best offensive line in football. He didn't build the best offensive line in football. John Skipper and those guys were established veterans. The Bears are rebuilding. I don't care how the fan base wants to cut it.
There's no other way to cut it.
There's no other way to... For me as a Packers fan, what the Bears are going to be going through the next... Adding free agents, getting rid of the old players, bringing in the new players, sort of going to be a retooling and a reshifting for what the weapons for what Ben Johnson wants. So if the fans think that it's going to come in, and I don't think the ownership is going to have the patience for that because the fan base is going to expect for the team to be good right away. I don't foresee that. Kind of hard. If you guys finish under 500, Poles is gone.
This is what the situation is going to kick in.
And you're restarting.
Poles has $88 million to play with in cap.
Yes. He had that last year, too.
Absolutely. If I'm Ryan Poles, and no, I'm not a GM. I don't have that experience of being in there. But I play Madden. And my Madden team is pretty goddamn good.
Yeah.
I can tell you that.
Yeah. 2K matters, man.
I'm trying to tell you, Madden.
These coaches play Madden so they learn how to call some damn timeouts. You play Madden, you automatically know when to use a timeout to save a field goal.
My next topic, I'm going to talk about some shit with video games.
It's translating, man. It's translating. I'm not any good. I'm awful. I used to be good when I was a teenager. I'm trash now.
So here's where the issue kicks in. Because I always go to franchise. And I always go...
Yeah, build it.
To make trades. Because I know it can be easy just to make trades in these guys' positions. So, I would make trades that Makes sense. Okay. Let me see who the Chiefs are looking for, or what they looking for, that I could possibly trade away for a late first round pick or a late second round pick, because I might need an extra pick. And then if so, if I want to move up, how about if I get another second pick, I'll take both of those second picks, trade them up to a first pick, a late first pick. Now I have two first rounders, two first round linemen that I can get, transition them, and now I only needed to get two of them out of the fucking free agency, which should be easy to do because the Chiefs can't pay for who? What is his name? Chris Thomas or some shit like that on the right side? Guess what? 9 times out of 10, he'll probably be a free agent. They can't pay him. Why? Because Patrick Mahomes got this contract that's like this, and everybody else gets in contracts that's like this. And him as a lineman, he's going to say, hey, I need somewhere to go. And if I'm the Bears, I'm saying, here you go. Come on.
I like your idea there.
We need
this is an offensive line and DB wide receiver draft. It's heavy in offensive linemen. I like your idea there. I mean, who you draft is, who the fuck really knows?
I'll get you two offensive
You know what I mean?
linemen.
But you need a couple guys there.
I'll get you two offensive linemen, and hell, if you can try to squeeze in three, because I think we already have two second round picks now. If you can squeeze and get a third one, now you can try to move your way up to the front and go get Jack Sawyer. Then you just go get you a stop.
You have 8 draft picks this year.
8 draft picks
Total.
Are you looking at it right now?
Picks. Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me those draft picks right now?
Yeah. So you have first round, 2 seconds, and then 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Exact numbers they do not have up yet.
We don't have exact numbers just yet, but
yeah.
So we got 2 seconds.
You got 2 seconds, a first, and then your 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th.
I'm keep it 100 with you. You can keep Darnell Wright,
and you have 9 overall right now.
If you really want to go the cheap route, you can keep Darnell Wright. You tell Braxton Jones.
Well, he's on a rookie deal, so he ain't going nowhere.
So you got him. You tell Braxton, because Braxton Jones, he's really not that bad. He's not that bad. He's not that bad. He's serviceable. He can't use it. You can move.
He can play.
You can move. He can play. You can move Tevin Jenkins to the right where the less pressure comes.
He needs a contract.
But he's definitely got he contract up?
He's a contract.
You know what? He might be willing to take a pay cut.
He's too injury prone, man. You need to
change. That is true. That is true.
You need a center. You need a center.
Definitely need a center.
You have
That's the main thing we need.
Your center guard, trash. Doo-doo water. Your tackles can be decent. You just don't know because we can fucking tee off on a duo on your fucking center and right guard if it's just a rotational player, and you're going to get your shit blitzed inside out. You know what I mean? These teams are... you look at Jared Verse from the Rams. Pressure up the middle in the NFL raised by 36% this year. I think that trend continues into next year. You got to have a guard center because the way that these teams are utilizing with these two guys coming down and creating space for a linebacker to run by, everybody's creating pressure now. You got to have that center position locked up. The Bears do not have that. That is something that I think they will target in free agency because that you can find in free agency for a good price, for sure. For sure.
If you change, I think you're absolutely right. You change that guard, center guard, those middle 3.
Right in the middle.
You change that. I think
super important in NFL today.
You honestly might be. We could be okay.
Could be all right.
Because if they can hold inside blocks, that'll give Caleb enough room to step in and throw.
And Ben Johnson's play action, so you're going to be showing and going. You can use his legs, but the problem is, bro, there's not anything Ben Johnson can run that isn't on film. It's just going to be a difficult, and then it's going to be a learning process.
Yeah. So
you know what I mean? Honestly, you're not going to be able to run the whole damn playbook in week 1.
If I'm DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Cole Kmet,
Is Keenan Allen back? That's another question.
Unless he's taking a major cut, I give him 1 year, 2.
You can replace that, man. He's too fucking old.
1 year. You could, but I mean, think about it. In the red zone, no, fuck it. Bye. Yeah. Just said in the red zone, he ain't even showed up in the fucking red zone.
I would make a phone call if I was Ryan Poles. With all that cap space, bro, that's $1 trillion in the NFL. $90 million. I'm really calling Miami and seeing how loyal they are to Tyreek Hill. And give them that extra second-round draft pick. And take the bag on. And now they're getting a second-round draft pick in return for Tyreek Hill. Because you're going to get a contract at that wide receiver spot anyway. It might as fucking well be Tyreek Hill. Would you use a second-round draft pick to draft Tyreek Hill today? I would. Just go get that guy. And then you have DJ Moore, who's a bigger body running underneath the speed. And now you have a dynamic. There's no dynamic in Chicago. There's no dynamic. Like, who's the guy that I'm really got to be? Like, DJ Moore? Like, come on. I'm sorry. Nice guy. Good possession receiver. Not the guy. Not the guy.
You want to know who I think would be a great...
You need some speed, too, because Roma Doomsday is a big body also. Who's that?
Isaiah Bonds.
Good offensive lineman.
No. Wide receiver.
No? Isaiah Bonds? I thought that was an offensive lineman. Oh, I'm thinking of Aaron Banks from San Fran. My bad. I don't know. Is that Texas? That's right. Yeah.
The little short, 5. He's like about 5'7".
Yeah. Yeah.
Go get him.
That Golden kid too from Texas is nice also.
Yeah. But
there's so many weapons in the draft, man. It's like if you just utilize it right.
Declared. Golden ain't declared. I think he was a sophomore.
I'm kind of hoping the Packers. I want to tank for Jeremiah Smith. Am I crazy for saying that? You know what I mean? I kind of want to trade Jair. I want to trade Jair. I want to trade fucking Rashawn Gary. And I want to get those draft picks so I can acquire all the draft capital I can. So I can fucking make a crazy trade and move up. Especially if we have I want a top 5 pick and then the ability to trade up a spot if we need to. You know, I really do, man. I really don't care. I kind of want to have just one of those years where I can go fucking full alcoholic and our record's like 4-13, bro. I've never had it. I've never seen it in my entire life. I want to know how it feels to win. Because it's got to be the most depressing fucking thing. It's like every Sunday, you know.
You want to know what was depressing?
Because, bro, you lost some games in some insane fashions, bro. And it's gut-wrenching, dude. I want to feel it, man. I really do. I kind of did with my boys right here. Shout out Notre Dame.
It feels like that loss you just took on Monday.
And it was Jeremiah Smith, too. That's why I kind of want him. I'm like, can't beat him, sort of draft him, you know what I mean? Like, fuck it.
Ohio State didn't let what's his name? Trayvon Henderson run the ball for another 8 yards because I would have won $260. But you know, hey, fuck them. That's why I'm not a fucking Ohio State piece of shit.
Yeah, man, it was tough, dude. The boys came back in that second half. It was still tough, and then we missed the field goal. I like going for the field goal. I don't like the play calls if we're going to kick a field goal at the 9-yard line. I'd rather have kicked that field goal at the 20 and saved 2 minutes on the clock because we were still driving, and that time was ticking. It's like, well, if you're playing for a field goal because you need to stop. We were down 11, and we had the ball. So we're like, okay, like, we already got, you know what I mean, we can kick a touchdown. Now we're down 8. Bet. Then what happens on our next drive when we got that fumble? Drove down, scored a touchdown. Now we're still a touchdown down. And it's like we can't get... Then they caught us in that pass, and obviously Jeremiah Smith is a dog, and congratulations to them and that guy. But, I mean, bro, like, they paid $20 million for that?
Definitely congratulations to Ohio State because...
Yeah, I mean, Quinshon Judkins is a dog. He's going to be a problem in the NFL.
Now, you ready for this? He is projected at like second round, mid-second round.
That's about right for running backs.
If I'm the Chicago Bears, I go for him in the second round. And then what you do is you make him your dog, and then you put Swift in at third down running back when you're about to do run plays. And unfortunately, as much as I love Roshan Johnson, you trade him off. You got to trade him off. Trade him to. Hey, where you want to go? You want to play for your home team? We'll find a way to trade you over there.
You know, I wouldn't mind having him.
I'm pretty sure they would, and I'm pretty sure he'll be a dog. He's gonna be a dog somewhere else. If I'm Chicago, these are the moves that I need to make. In the first round, you need to grab you an offensive lineman.
You trading Brisker?
Huh?
You trading Brisker? That's a guy. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of tweeners on your team where I'm like, I don't know, man. I mean, obviously JJ's a guy.
Pay attention. When Brisker is out there, we causing fumbles. We might, don't get me wrong, we may give up a couple tutties. But
he gets in that box, he is dog. He's doo.
Yeah, but that's why we don't put him in that box like that.
I mean, he was down there. I mean, Tucker Kraft.
But let's be real.
Field days on him.
Yeah, but he got NOs too and forced fumbles too.
Is Byard on a 1 year? Is he a free agent?
I think he got one more year with us. I didn't see much from him until the end of the year.
He's old. Yeah, he's older. He's an older guy.
Yeah. I think he got one more year. I would draft a young dude who I see a lot of potential in. Let him study up under Kevin, and then produce Kevin. Come on, little homie.
Yeah.
Kick in this game.
Somebody. Bears need a lot.
Yeah, we need some work.
Every position group, you could add somebody to it.
The line is where we really need to get.
Especially defensive line, too. You need somebody in that middle that's...
If I'm the Bears, I'm grabbing Kelvin Banks. That's what you do.
Yeah.
That kid is a stud. Yeah. I hate to use the word stud, but that kid is a stud.
Yeah. Well, we're picking in the fucking 20s, so I mean, I don't even know who the fuck... I don't even turn the draft on until like 9 o'clock, because I know my team ain't picking. It'll be damn near midnight on the motherfucking East Coast. Draft starts at like 6. That shit takes like 4 hours sometimes. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, because
I go home and take a nap when I get off of work before I see my damn draft.
GMs, you got GMs sitting there acting like they don't know who the fuck they're picking. Let's just sit back and wait.
It's all TV and marketing and advertising. People pay big money for those commercial spots. But, you know, it's just like my team is always picking like we're picking 23rd again. You know, there's only 10 more picks after us. It's like, so like, fuck, dude, like, it's always a motherfucker with me in the draft. It's like, I don't know who I really want because I don't know how the board's stacked up yet. Like, you know, you guys kind of have an idea. You pick those early picks, you can kind of see, all right, these are the guys, like, all right,
we got 10, so.
You got 10? I thought you had 9. 10. I mean, fuck, dude. I haven't had a top 10 pick since AJ Hawk.
I was in
high school. I was in high school the last time the Packers picked 10. We picked Jair Alexander like 12th. Then that's been our lowest draft pick since AJ Hawk, I think. Or maybe Clay Matthews. I think Clay Matthews was like 14.
Hey, that Clay Matthews tandem that y'all had for a couple years.
Bro, when we had Charles Woodson with them, that's who made that machine go. And Nick Collins, my guy. But first play that next year, bro. Literally. First play, first game. After winning the fucking Super Bowl. Pick 6. To basically seal it. Nick Collins. Dog. Broke his neck against Jacksonville week 1. Couldn't play again. Brutal, bro. One of those injuries, dude, that... Fuck. And like Jermichael Finley, that tight end we had, broke his neck the year after.
I can say this now. I love Jermichael Finley, dude.
That motherfucker was a beast,
bro.
He'd go up and get it. We split him out in the red zone. put him out there like Megatron versus DB.
Truck your ass.
Truck your ass. Yep.
I'm going to tell you,
dude.
the tight end that I really miss the most, that was from the Chicago Bears.
Greg Olsen.
Martellus fucking Bennett, bro.
Yeah. He
didn't give a fuck, bro.
Coaches love the bitches, bro. Coaches love the bitches, dog.
His ass. Trade him now.
Get him out of the building. Get him out of here. Awesome human being. Top tier human being, Martellus Bennett. Like they had confidence where like their money was straight, their family was straight, they're good with their career. They both won Super Bowls. We don't give a fuck. So you're not going to treat me like I'm some fucking jackoff. I'm a Super Bowl. I've been in this league, bro. Like, fuck you. You know what I mean? And he came to Chicago, dude. I remember watching that shit on like the Inside Training Camp Live on NFL Network. I said, "Oh yeah, this is a cake here for free."
That's when they really start. That's when they really start doing that. What's that shit that they do now? They act like they showing the training camp, but it's really showing all the weak ass things. What was my Bears just on this year?
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks. That's basically that's what really started Hard Knocks. Bro, I remember that. Martellus.
That shit was so fucking funny, bro. He choke slammed that. Bro, he had 3 dudes on his back, and he still lifted Buddy off the ground, dog, and slammed his ass. I said, that is a different level human being right there. Like,
bro.
Daywalkers, bro. Like, different level strength.
Don't get me wrong. I heard you say, Greg Olsen. I love Greg Olsen. He probably,
absolute
bro,
beast.
If Greg Olsen stayed for the Chicago Bears for probably about another 5 years, he would have had the receiving record, most yards ever as a receiver. Bro, 100%. 100%. And the Bears, I'm telling you,
probably win that Super Bowl in 06.
The dumbest shit the Bears could have ever done.
Got rid of his ass in 05. See ya. See ya.
Bro. Heart, bro. I remember, listen.
Terrible.
This, right, bro? I'm going to tell you how it was. Me and my pops come pick me up. All you hear is 670 the score. Right?
Yeah.
It comes on. Yeah. They say the Chicago Bears have just traded. And then you hear who was it? I want to say, who was I listening to? Mully, it was probably Mully and Hall. I don't know if they were still a show, but I know it probably was like Mully. And I remember a motherfucker saying, the Bears just traded Greg Olsen, and my dad just yelled, "Fuck! What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And we're in the car, and I look over, and I'm like, the tight end? Like, no, never, dude. We ain't never this trade. And they trade his ass for a pack of lunch meat.
Lunch meat, dog. Motherfucking, you got Johnny Knox back in that trade, bro.
And Julius Peppers. No, Julius Peppers. Then we get him in free agency, or then we get him in trade.
No, you got him in free agency, but still, who you got for Greg Olsen turned in? Because you just got a draft pick, and with that draft pick, you drafted Johnny Knox.
And that I mean, me, I see potential. You didn't see the potential in Johnny Knox at least, but again,
water. I had Jordy fucking Nelson, bro.
Huh?
I had Jordy Nelson and Donald Driver. You think I'm worried about Johnny fucking Knox? He's most famous for being the runoff guy on that fake punt that got returned for a fucking touchdown with Devin Hester. That's it. That's his entire career.
Receiver, and he was fucking people up, bro.
He was trash. What are we talking about?
Let you say that. You're a Packer fan.
How many times? What did he do? Over or under 15 touchdowns in his career. I'll look it up right now.
15?
Over under 15.
It's definitely. Because his career years weren't that long. He was just getting into the prime.
I'm looking it up, folks.
And then he got folded like a pretzel. Shout out Johnny Knox. I hope you're doing
Shout out Johnny Knox, dude. Yeah, shout out Johnny Knox. Johnny Knox stats. Pro Football Reference. Ooh, I was close, Doug. I'm a bookmaker, bro. I know numbers, man. I'm a nerd like that. I said over under 15 career touchdowns. It is under. Guess how many career touchdowns, my guy? 13 career touchdowns. Your boy's a bookmaker. Jimmy Covers. Shout out.
I said under 2.
I know you did, but I was basically right on the number. I said 15. I just rounded it up, and I was like, because I was thinking 12. And I was like, maybe 12, but I was like, oh, maybe he's got some like special teams. He has 1,000 career receiving yards. 1,014.
He only played for what, 4 years?
3.
See, bro, he ain't really into his prime.
Yeah, he didn't get to play.
Because in his 3rd year, he got folded up.
He played 14. He had 69 targets. He had 37 catches for 272 yards and a touchdown in 2011. Oh, yeah, he got killed. Yeah, he was dead. Yeah. Well, the best that never was, continues in Chicago. All these guys are awesome, and then they fucking come and play for you. And then they suck or get injured, or they fucking leave and get better when they leave you. That's what's going to happen with Caleb Williams. Guarantee it, bro.
They gonna let Tevin Jenkins go. He gonna go somewhere like fucking Green Bay or some goofy shit like that. Yes, I'm telling you, it always happens. He gonna go to Green Bay or Detroit or fucking Minnesota, and guess what? He's gonna get healthy.
Right, he'll go to Minnesota, San Fran. Watch him go to San Fran and just dominate.
Everybody's gonna be like, well, why didn't he do that? Just like James Daniels. Steelers. Caught a bag. John Reynolds Jr. He's in the fucking playoffs and possibly about to fucking go to the Super Bowl. Boom. Oh, so we thought. Crazy. So.
You're not wrong.
Let's speaking of John Leno and being on a team that's about to go to the
Commanders, Eagles.
Super Bowl. Because I honestly got Washington beating the Eagles because they're on the hiatus, bro. And only reason because I do think that the NFL, I love the NFL, I love watching the sport, but I do think it's kind of because the objective is to get Patrick Mahomes there again. That's the objective. He'll be the first person to three-peat, so then you can have this argument in football about Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady. Now you can have this argument, and then guess what it's going to do? It's going to do what it's been doing in the NFL for the last God knows how many years. Oh, the black quarterback is the better. Oh, the white quarterback is better. Oh, the black, and that's how it's going to
the worst thing in the world, man.
Oh, they do it all the time. They do it all the time.
The worst, bro. I hate when that happens too, man.
As a matter of fact,
it really makes me sick to my stomach.
They just did it with the Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen shit.
I know. Yeah. And it's like there's fair criticism on both sides for both players.
Absolutely.
And I've criticized both in my entire life. I'm like, hey man, like if motherfuckers are just not playing good, bro, they're just not playing good. It's just what it is. You can watch it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And like 2 years ago, I trashed Josh Allen. This year, I was kind of criticizing Lamar Jackson. And I'm like, the results speak for themselves. I'm like, a guy threw a pick, he fumbled. Like, yeah, you want to blame Mark Andrews. Why was it even in that position? Score the fucking football.
I agree with that. Even though Mark Andrews is supposed to catch that damn catch. But
yeah, but then it only goes to overtime. Then who knows? You know what I mean? You got to stop. You lose anyway. So it doesn't really matter. It's only going to overtime.
The chance and lose than to be
totally. Yeah, you want the overtime shot, but it's no guarantee that you still. It's not like he dropped the game winner. It's just to keep the game going.
That's true.
Why wasn't the game already tied? Like, that was my question. Like, bro, you had multiple opportunities in the red zone. It wasn't just that. It wasn't just that. So I don't know. Like, there was a lot of stalled drives. Like, and the Buffalo Bills didn't even really do anything special that game. Like, Josh Allen didn't kill it. James Cook had a decent game. They couldn't stop Josh Allen on the ground. All he did was run the ball. 3rd and 6, off right tackle.
Yep.
62 dive. 62 dive, brother. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, oh yeah, we're going to split our tight end in, bring him in motion, snap the ball when he gets over the guard, creates your own fucking fullback in motion who's already got momentum. First down. Keep the drive, The Baltimore Ravens had more first downs, and they had 33 minutes to 25 minutes of time of possession. They just lost the turnover battle. That was it. And so it's like, man, I hate when it turns into that, and it's all media, bro. It's all media, because everybody has a voice. There's so many platforms, you know what I mean, where everybody has, their thing, and they have an audience, man. And when you have a lot of people with a lot of different ideologies and viewpoints, right, wrong, or indifferent, whether you like it or hate it, it doesn't matter. Like, you have people on Fox with one way, people on ESPN with another way, and the scales balance with social media and the people's narratives that they create on their own. And we're flawed people. God made us all flawed, bro. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, none of us are going to be able to come to the exact same thing because everything's changing. You know what I mean? Like, what happens if the Buffalo Bills beat the Kansas City Chiefs? Bills go to the Super Bowl, they stop the three-peat. What's the narrative then? It's like, oh, well, Josh Allen is a Lamar Jackson beater and all this. And then they diminish Patrick Mahomes because he didn't fucking three-peat. And he did lose to Josh Allen. Who's to say he doesn't flip on the other end? You know what I mean? So it's tough, man. And it's in all sports. I try to ignore it. But, I mean, I'll make jokes. But
I seen Buffalo pull it off because
I already bet it. I already got a Bills ticket. I already bet Buffalo. I already bet it. I already bet the Commanders plus 8.5 too. They're getting 8.5 points. Philly hasn't covered a point spread more than 7 all year, no? And fucking Jalen Hurts injured? I don't know, man. I think that's gonna be a good game.
I told people I got the Commanders pulling this shit off.
I think Philly wins.
And we won't see them in the playoffs again for some time.
It's gonna be tough, dude. That division is hard. And I mean, the Cowboys are a fucking joke. So I mean, the Giants are the Giants. So it's like, really, Philly and the Commanders, like, they can be the two teams out of that conference for the next few years, for sure. No doubt about it. So, but yeah, dude, I don't know. Football's wild this year, man. Like, Lions go down, Vikings go down, Packers go down, NFC North. None of us win a playoff game this year. Crazy, dude. Crazy. NFC East, 2 teams in the fucking championship.
So this is
crazy.
Another thing. Speaking of that, so Detroit get knocked out. If we go back and go look at the play calling that was called on that Detroit game, do you really want somebody making those type of play calls? Telling the wide receiver do an end around pass on 3rd down when we fucking need it, and he throws an interception. It's not like he threw that motherfucker deep. Like, at least find somebody who knows how to actually get it and
throw it.
Let's go, bro. If you can't find somebody who can really throw, don't do the fucking play.
Yeah.
Do a
right.
flea flicker or some shit.
Run it out of bounds, dude. You're only down 10 points. There was 12 minutes on the clock.
Bro, watching that pass was gut-wrenching, bro. As a Bears fan, and then to hear right...
Because that's what y'all do. Y'all did that with Keenan Allen in the Packer game.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like, I don't know. You know? If I were y'all, man, I would have traded for Kevin Stefanski. You got to trade for you got to trade for a program, dude. Like, this isn't going to change the program. This is to appease the fans. This is who the fans wanted. They wanted the bright, shiny object in the corner. So that's what Kevin Warren and the front office gave them. And they all threw Ryan Poles under the bus because they're fucking saying in the media, we're going to use Ryan's experience. This is Ryan Poles. They're throwing the guy as to the media already as the person to look to when this fucking fails, because it's going to fail. It's going to fail. Ben Johnson is an 8-9 head coach. Has he ever been a head coach anywhere? College? No. He's only been like an offensive guy from the ground floor, so it's a first-time thing.
Every time I've seen, he's been an assistant something coach.
Yeah.
Like assistant quarterback coach.
Like I said,
quarterback coach. Assistant
like I said in the locker room, bro. You're trying to hire the guy when he's not the guy because Dan Campbell's the guy. Dan Campbell's the guy there. It's not Ben Johnson.
Well,
and it's like, man, dude, like I would have gone after. Man, there's so many guys that you can still build a program around that are young head coaches, but they have the lineage. Mike Kafka. They have the program experience. Mike McCarthy. I know the fans probably didn't want him, but he knows how to build a program.
If you can you do me a favor? Look up Mike Kafka's resume. Just type up Mike Kafka's resume.
I got you.
Saying like everybody's like, oh, this you just biased. No. Number one, he went to one of the smartest schools in the world. Northwestern is one of the smartest schools in the fucking world and played football. So you have to understand. Chicago. Yes, he went to St. Rita with my brother.
Yes, sir. Went to St. Rita, then went to Northwestern. In 2010, he was in the fourth round, pick number 122.
By the Philadelphia Eagles?
By the Philadelphia Eagles, journeyman quarterback. Became the quarterback coach for the Chiefs in 2018. Kafka helped the team win the Super Bowl. Spent 2 seasons as a member of the 2010 Eagles, where he lost in the divisional round to the Green Bay Packers with starting quarterback Michael Vick. I just want to toss that in there. Grad assistant. Went to in the late 80s. He was born in 87, so he's basically our age. I'm older than he is. Attended St. Rita. Yeah, I mean, Homewood, 75 of 129 in the season opener against Homewood Flossmoor. That's cool.
Does it say his winning
in high school? As a coach? I'm going to get there. Hold on. So, shit. All right, so he was hired as an offensive grad assistant 2016 by Northwestern, hired by Kansas City and Andy Reid, who he got to play for. New York Giants, he was hired there in 2022 to be their offensive coordinator. Under Brian Dable, called plays, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so that's basically it. I wouldn't look at his winning percentage because the New York Giants shit is fucking awful, so.
I mean, his overall, what would be his overall?
It doesn't say, bro. It doesn't say.
to see someone come from their own alma mater to Andy Reid after playing for Andy Reid, that tells you that he's learned so much from Andy Reid.
Oh yeah, I mean, anybody that's going to be with Andy Reid, dude, is if you're with Andy Reid, I mean, you're going to learn a program. How to run a professional program. I mean, his time will come. He's a young guy. I don't know. That's just such a young guy to put in. I mean, like, that's my thing with Ben Johnson. Like, his first head coaching experience is in fucking Chicago, and they haven't been good. And how long? And, like, this is his first job, and the fans are clamoring, and everybody's so hopeful. And they're squeezing the fucking dog because they want to love it so much that they end up choking the fucking life out of it. It's like, is the fans going to, like, let this guy develop? Because, like, they're already saying Super Bowl.
We can't say Super Bowl. We need a super team.
They're already saying on 670 The Score, this is a 12-win team with this play calling and all this action and everything that Caleb Williams. We're going to get Caleb Williams on the run, and he's going to start bootlegging these passes, all these suburbanite.
To run, so it's not going to happen.
Dude, that's the same offense you've been running. There's nothing dynamic in that offense yet. And I'm like, even the Lions offense, it was very much running the ball and methodical play calling. Dude, they went on these 11, 12, 13 play drives to milk 5, 6, 7 minutes off the clock. And then that's how they can be aggressive on defense, because now they scored a touchdown and they milked the clock, so you have to be aggressive. And now they got you playing fucking quick, and that's their game. They're playing on a turf. Now you're playing in the fucking shitty-ass Soldier Field. You can't go fast on that turf. You'll blow your fucking knee out. It's Park District grass. They let the women's soccer team play on that field. You know what I mean? Like, the high school, there's no reason why the high schools... I'm sorry, Chicago Bears. You're only taking that money because you're fucking poor, Chicago. Why are high schoolers playing on that field on Fridays before, like, for the state championships before game days? And you're having 3, 4 games on that field. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the night for the different conferences. And it's like, dude, you got a game tomorrow. And they're on the field till midnight, 10 o'clock, whatever, when a football game's over on Friday night, before the fucking game's played. And it's like, dude, like, it's just not going to work, dude. It's just not going to work. Because now you're going to have a 6-10, say you go 8-9. Poles is gone. Now you have a GM, that's not married to fucking Ben Johnson. New expectations, new draft style, new regime. They're going to convince themselves to make it work for a couple years. It won't work. So Ben Johnson will be gone. Something will happen where a player leaves, and that's the end of your fucking roster because for whatever reason, the Bears always lose a guy like, Khalil Mack in 2018, came in, had a good 2019, then all of a sudden it's like, where'd it go? Out the door. So it's like, okay, well now our energy and our fucking spirit god is gone, so now we're going to suck again. And we're going to get rid of the quarterback, and we need to bring in a new one. The Raiders. He chose y'all in free agency. Yep. Yep. Y'all traded it. Y'all traded. Yeah. And you traded the pick that turned into Josh Jacobs to the Raiders. And you could add Josh Jacobs and Khalil Mack. And just had them both. But no, it's not. So I'm like, I don't know how that happens, but that happened. So then the GM's going to be, and it's just like the owner thinks this is going to, like the McCaskies think this is going to change something. It's not. This is just to appease the fans, unfortunately, because you have no real system and no real program there. There's nothing established in Chicago. You have a decent defense, but like outside of that, it's like, what's really there? I mean, I know you got Caleb, but at the same time, the quarterback relies on so many more things than just the quarterback. Offensive line coach, offensive line play, running backs, are they healthy? Wide receivers, are they healthy? You know, I just don't know. You got wide receivers walking off the fucking field mid-play.
You missed me 4 times in a row. I might walk off on your ass too. Like, hey, somebody come in because I can't.
You're not wrong.
Bro. Like I
understand
they say you ain't supposed to walk off, but when you playing ball at a high intensity and you used to somebody throwing that motherfucker in the pocket and just saying, hey, let me do my job. Just put it in my vicinity. I got it.
Hard to play football like that for 18 games, though.
Bro, he had to beat that in Justin head. Hey, dude, throw it.
Yeah.
Just
ain't got no
fucking
arm like
throw it.
He really doesn't have an arm like that. It's a whole process to watch him. Caleb Williams.
I'm saying he got this rocket of an arm.
It's a whole bit. It's a Byron Leftwich windup. He looked like a baseball pitcher winding up to throw a pitch, bro. He's got that little sidearm flick. I'll give him that. Yeah, that little flick.
That short.
He can do that.
He can throw short. He sucks mid range, and long bomb is just
Yeah, it's 50-50. And most of the time, it isn't good. The Bears were the worst in the league in explosive plays. Worst in the league. Like, not even, like, I saw that one earlier, too. Yeah, I know StatMuse had it. Yeah, 23rd. Third in explosive plays. Packers were third, if that makes any fucking... That's crazy. Packers were 11-6 and didn't win a fucking division game. Only won one division game. That's crazy, bro. That shit is so crazy to me. That shit is so crazy to me, dog. Packers didn't do shit in the division this year, and we still made the playoff. We had no business playing the damn Eagles in a fucking playoff game, man. I would have rather have lost 11 games, man. Give me a 6-11 record, like, one fucking time, dude. Like, fuck. Like, let me be able to, like, watch the draft and, like, oh, I'm finna get a guy, you know what I mean? So I can talk some shit. I gotta wait fucking 3 hours every draft night, and it's probably some fucking mid guy that I'm just hoping can turn into a dog. Like, that's it. The Packers had their top 2 draft picks this year. Offensive lineman Jordan Morgan, running back Marshawn Lloyd from USC. Didn't even play a fucking down this year. Didn't even play it down.
Why do you care?
I don't.
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
He's fucking being built.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't just throw beef on the. Like, I understand you're white, bro, but I know you've been around black people. You know about seasoning, bro. You got to season that meat, bro. You can't do it the white way and just throw it on a fucking grill, bro. We got to
Sometimes I just want to easy money, bro. Like, let me pull up. Oh, we got a top 10 pick. Grab my guy. Let's go.
I'm a Chicago Bears fan. It's tasteless, bro. You don't want it. It's tasteless.
Just once I do. Just to see what it's like. Just let me dibble my fucking fingers in the cookie jar one time.
The day that y'all decide to be like that, let us be really fucking good to a point I have a Super Bowl and I can just throw it in your face.
People think I'm crazy, bro. And I know you know this already. I want the Bears to be good because when the Bears are good, the Packers get better. The NFL is better when the Bears are good, not the Lions. 10 times fold. If you guys did a Lions run this year in Chicago, it's 300 times of what Jane Daniels is because of the Chicago media market.
So speaking of that,
not
name
even a
right
debate.
There, so speaking of that name right there, bro, I don't mean to switch topics on you the way that I'm about to.
Do it.
I was watching some shit about Jaden Daniels because he's been coming up across being the quarterback that
good quarterback.
Everybody's saying that he is that guy, right?
He looks like it.
So I just found out that last year he went to LSU last year. Last year was his first year with LSU. LSU bought him because a VR gaming system made a baseball game to help baseball players.
Yes, sir.
And they wind up saying that it didn't work well with the baseball players. So Jaden Daniels basically took it and told them like, hey, can you guys use it for football? So they wind up switching the VR to football, and he plays this VR game at 2 times the speed.
Yep.
Bro.
Yeah, ahead of the game, dude.
He has the cheat code without cheating.
Speeding up the game in his head, so when he plays it in real life, it's slow as shit.
It's already too slow for him. Now
and he's reading so many more plays.
Because he's probably playing this team 4 different times. They're running the same play. He probably running the same play 4 different times, and they doing different defenses.
Different things, so he can see it. Yep.
Bro.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that's not first round pick worthy?
Not good enough for Chicago.
Because guess what? You want to know what that would mean? Even if our line was...
Caleb's going to every NBA game right now.
Even if our line was mediocre, he will already know how to tell them, like, hey, in this play, I need you to be right here.
Protection changes.
Right here. I need you. Hey, listen to me. I understand that you can't get off the ball that fast, but when you snap, I need you to turn your body this way and have your leg out this way because I know that you can't block in the inside. That way, your leg is here, your body is here, and if they do come through,
I can create a running lane.
Bro, they got to blow you up, and when they blow you up, I just go behind somebody and do what I need to do and slide off.
Yeah, 100%.
He already knows the way. You've seen it on my Facebook page.
Only rookie quarterback to win his first 2 road games in the playoffs on the road. Only one in history. People call me crazy for saying Terry McLaurin is a dog once he gets a quarterback. They're like, oh, he's not that guy. I'm like, he's the fucking guy. And we're looking at him fucking just killing it, dude. And he was available for trade 2 years ago, and the fucking Washington Commanders offered him to the Bears. They said, no, thank you. We'll sign Allen Robinson instead.
Terry McLaurin?
Yep.
I'm glad they didn't fuck up his career.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I think if you give him Justin, I don't know, dude. Because that's a different guy. Dude, Terry McLaurin is a fucking...
Trust me, I know.
He's awesome.
I always try to trade for his ass. It's only been a couple years.
He is awesome. He can go get it. He can run intermediate. He'll block and dig out a fucking safety or a DB in the running game. Brian Robinson killing it in for Washington. You're telling me Washington has a better offensive line than the Bears do? I can't believe that. I can't believe that personally. Not for real.
I think they're about neck and neck.
Neck and neck. About neck and neck. I'll give it to you. And I'm like, man, bro, like,
this is what pisses me off about Chicago media and everything about Chicago Bears. They give us this fairy tale ass story like, oh, this guy can read defense. I've heard this with 2 fucking quarterbacks. The quarterback that I actually like and started to see the progression in, which was Justin Fields, they told us that he can read defenses perfectly. When he got to the NFL, what did I see? He couldn't read a fucking Harry Potter book. He couldn't read a page from a Harry Potter book. That's what they said. That's what they showed me. Then we get fucking Caleb Williams. Then they use this special ass word for him, generational talent, which pissed me off because I didn't see anything about a generational talent, and I can't wait till next year around the draft because it's gonna pop back up, and everybody who told me I fucking lied about it. Guess where it's gonna be? It's just gonna pop up, and all I'm gonna do is
Shedeur Sanders.
share. What you say? You said I said what? You said I was a bear. You said I was fucking with Caleb. I never said once in my life that I was fucking with Caleb Williams. Now it was one status that I did say, hey, Caleb looked good. That's how I got. And then the next week he showed me who he truly was, and I said, there he goes again. I told you.
Rookie quarterback.
I said, hey, this might be our guy. I'm fucking with him. And then all of a sudden, he showed me who he really was. I said, oh, okay. He doing the Justin Fields effect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you a glimpse here, a glimpse there, and then I disappear.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's tough, dude. It's tough, dude. It really is, man. Football's hard.
Very hard.
Football's hard. Can confirm. It's difficult. You can have the right guys on the wrong team, and then you put those same guys on a different team with just a different little nucleus, and it's just like it's a completely different thing. It's crazy, man. Like I look at some of these teams, like the Bears, Colts, fucking Colts, bro. Like Tennessee, Jacksonville, Miami. Like, what's Miami doing? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is like Miami like for real doing? Like McDaniels ain't it? Like everybody knows that now. So it's like, okay, well, that bright shiny toy had never been a head coach. From an offensive system, oh my gosh, look at all the plays he's calling for Sean McVay. Trash. You know what I mean? You give them some all-star football players, and they go to the playoffs a year, and then they don't ever go back. And they've never gone over 500 since then.
4 years now?
About 4.
Hey, what Tyreek? Matter of fact, you got to think about it.
It hasn't been in the divisional round.
Isn't this Tyreek's contract yet?
Nah, he's still there. He just re-signed for like fucking 4 years, like a year ago. And Drew Rosenhaus, his agent, came out and said, no, we're not going nowhere.
It just registered to me when you said the Titans, and I was thinking about, I'm like, Tyreek is giving up. He don't want to play there no more. I forgot. He already said it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I mean, there's so many guys, man. There's just so many guys, like, I want the Packers to go after DK Metcalf. Like, what is Seattle doing? Hey, give me DK for a second.
He might be the guy that we need. It's been a couple times on Madden that I traded for him.
Yeah, dude.
Give up a next year's first, first, and a second.
Yeah. He's the man, dude.
Okay,
you know, he's the man. There's so many guys, like, on all sides of the ball, and I'm just like, dude, like, I don't know, with, like, every year it can fucking change, and it's like, there's players that pop off on certain teams. But then, like, because the Chicago Bears thing, it's like, well, if we drafted Patrick Mahomes, we'd have ruined him. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, add a couple pieces, it's like, and you give him Matt Nagy, who he's familiar, like, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. I think it could have gone any way. I think it just could have gone anywhere. There's just no right or wrong way to do it. It's just whether or not you can make it work. Because once you get the players, you're stuck with them. So then it's just making it work. And Chicago just worked.
Ciao, because you might be saying Super Bowl winning Mitch Trubisky.
But if he wins the Super Bowl with the Buffalo Bills, yeah. Hey, as a backup, he's gonna have one. He played in a daggum playoff game. So it's he's gonna get
he get a ring. Guess what he gonna do?
Thanks, Chicago.
Thanks.
I mean, he had to go to. Didn't he go to Pittsburgh first? I think he went to Pittsburgh first.
He went to Buffalo first, then went to Pittsburgh, and then back to Buffalo.
Buffalo.
He loved Buffalo, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, I mean, he can chill. He's a fucking rich millionaire, chilling. Got the best job in the world, bro. Bags. Sitting behind Josh Allen, who he knows is playing every week.
What you say you want to run? Hey, he want to run 32 twists.
Yeah.
Hey, also watch out for that running back on that. Watch out for that linebacker on the other side.
You got a robber coming down. You know what I mean? Like he's looking over here, robber coming on backside. You know. Yeah.
That's why I was saying watch that linebacker. You see that linebacker?
You get that backup quarterback standing on the fucking sideline watching that DB's feet to see if his feet are fucked up. Count them steps as a quarterback. Like, hey, bro, he's fucking slow-footed over here. You better give this motherfucker a sluggo.
They seen them playing fucking Madden in the square.
Throw it. Throw it. Yeah, let's go, Bucks. That's what I'm talking about, Bucks. That's what I'm talking about, baby. We bet them. Yeah, we bet Milwaukee minus 6.5 today. They fucking up like 17. Been a good year, man. Been a lot of fun, dude. Been a fun year, bro. Playoffs still going. Next year, college football is gonna be even crazier.
So, do you think they should expand the playoff?
Yeah, I think it'll go to 16. I want them to do the reseeding, so you can see, where it's not the 4 conference winners getting the bye week; it's the 4 best teams, and so it's a little bit more equal and square. And I kind of want it to go to 16. I think the marketing for the Sweet 16 for college football will be epic. So I'm for the Sweet
16 to be great.
Fuck the conference championships. Fuck conferences. Just dissolve that shit. Make the fucking group of 5. Okay, group of 5.
You ready for this?
Play your 12-game schedule that you would, and then shit can the fucking conference championship and just play the Sweet 16 round robin.
12 games. Go to 11 games. Your 12th game is your conference game. Whoever's still in it, that's your conference game. And then that's supposed to have been 13th week that you really will play conference games. That's when playoffs start.
I want the games, like the lower games in the first round of the playoffs, be the bowl games, like the Peach Bowl, the fucking Sun Bowl. You know what I mean? Like name those games after the bowl game, so these players get NIL money, all the merchandise shit. They can network. You ready for this?
This is how I would do it. I would do it where, if you're gonna do a Sweet 16, how many conferences is
it? There's really 4, but they call it the Power 5. So you have Big 10, Big 12, ACC, SEC. But then they have like that fucking, Conference USA, the Mountain West group of Power 5.
Get them a chance. No, fuck that. Give them a chance to get in it too.
They do. Boise State made it. SMU.
Yeah, Boise State. They from the mountains. But
I'm talking from the Mountain West.
No, put them in there. And this is how you do it. No, you're not getting what I'm saying.
What? Oh, MAC teams get dog walked.
Understand that. But can you imagine the money that goes through to these colleges if one of these small schools upsets a bigger school?
Yeah, but I mean,
the opportunities that you bring to these smaller schools. Let these
by the time you play 11 games, man. By the time these lower level, as like South Carolina versus it wouldn't even be
versus Northern Illinois. Yeah, okay. Who cares? But guess what?
It wouldn't even be close.
Give them the opportunity to be seen. Give Northern Illinois. Yes. If you're gonna,
not everybody deserves to make it.
You got 4. You got 4. You got 4. You got 4. Listen. So you got to bring one from the MAC, one from this conference. They come in. Then you grab the 2 teams from the SEC, 2 teams from the Power 5. Like however, give those smaller teams a chance to battle themselves, battle out, and then come into the bigger playoffs with everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, they do that already.
Not really.
Not really, but they kind of do.
You're not giving everybody
they play each other in the regular season.
Because think about Boise State ain't playing on Northern Illinois. They not playing a Western Michigan.
They play like they would play like Western and all that. I mean, like, bro, like Boise State played some off-brand schools, dude.
Yeah, if you go look at it, they're not playing too many MAC teams. They're not playing
But those teams wouldn't fucking compete, bro.
I don't care, bro. It's not about, you keep saying they're not going to last. It's not about them lasting. It's about giving them the opportunity to actually get on that stage. Just because, bro, you're saying no. That's okay. So let me tell you this.
Put them in bowl games.
No. And I'm going to tell you why it's fucking dumb. Because we will sit here and say, well, they have this big ass fucking bracket in basketball, and they give all these lower ass teams a chance. And Saint Bonavide, this motherfucking team went to the fucking Sweet 16. Nobody knew who the fuck they were.
That's tournament style.
It doesn't matter. What is Sweet 16? Tournament style. It's tournament style.
They played a 32. How many regular season games? Then a conference playoff. They had to win their conference to get the auto bid.
Okay, so you give everybody who won their conference a chance.
They do.
No, they don't. Because if that's the case, we would have seen Boise State and you're not getting what I'm saying,
Boise State got rocked.
Then who cares? Boise State, you want to know what Boise State just got? Boise State just got three possibly four-star athletes that's possibly going to come to their school. Why? Because they just got seen. It doesn't. It's an opportunity.
Bro. Northern Illinois is not. No, I like what you're saying. Like, I think there should be an opportunity if they do go 12-0 and win their conference, put them in the playoff, put them in there. But dude, football is such a. There's not that many games, so it's like, are you gonna have?
So hold on.
You know what I mean?
So you're saying
max 15 games, bro? Like. Even with conference, playoffs.
Why not?
Bro,
teams really want it. How do you?
It's just bro, you can see it on this.
When they got one ass team.
When they get 3 guys out,
team.
Bro.
It's your team.
When you fucking dude on the second game of the season where we didn't care.
Your team has money to go get whatever the fuck they want.
So if we would have played an 11-game season, they beat us in the regular season, put them in the playoff against us before we played Penn State, are they winning?
Please still.
No. Come on, man.
Understand
talent over 11-game season, then a conference, and you're going to come in and think you're just going to upset somebody who's rolling
it's not,
now?
So hold on.
It's a different level of competition. It's 100% talent, and it's multiple positions.
So hold on, let me ask you this: are there not kids that come from low tier teams and go up to the SEC and kill?
And they get drafted too, and become dogs.
So you saying that's possible? Hold on, wait. You're saying that's possible, right? So basically, you just told me a lower tier person can go up to a top tier team and be a dog,
become
right?
The best NFL player in the
history. So why the fuck? So answer me this: why the fuck can a team?
Not the same thing.
Yes, it is, bro.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
You saw what happened to Arizona State, and Texas didn't even try for half a game.
It doesn't matter.
No game was within 3 touchdowns in the first round of the college football playoff. You're going to toss Northern Illinois against Georgia?
His day in football?
Of course, man, but it's just...
That's all I'm saying,
different. Bro, I know what you're saying, and your heart's in the right place, but you can't have a normal 12-game season for... You're going to tell me now Miami and Georgia and all these bigger schools have to suffer because we want to make sure that the little guys get their fair shake in a tournament before we play the playoffs?
Yes.
So how much? When are we starting the season? When are we ending the season?
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
Because now, if everybody's going to have from the MAC conference, right? From the MAC conference, from the Mountain West, from all the Conference USA, how many guys are going to make it to where they play in that tournament? How many games is that?
I just told you 4, 4, and 4. Do you not know mathematics? That's 16.
Okay. So that's 16 games that the big schools are waiting to have these guys?
16 teams that's going to make it into the Sweet 16. That's what the Sweet 16 is. Sweet 16. Right.
Okay, so are they going to be auto bids or are they going to be at large?
Conference based.
So that's only 5.
No, it's not 5. It's more than 5 conferences in the NCAA.
Not in the Power 5. Not in the Power 5, bro. That's why they call it the Power 5.
It's the best teams in college football. Yes,
right.
They don't play every conference.
The Big 12 didn't even make. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even close, dude. So now these guys are gonna come in and play.
Let me ask you, why did the Big 12 make it?
Dude, the level of talent is just different. All the positions with the quarterback, bro, quarterbacks in college suck. This isn't the 80s where colleges develop all these quarterbacks. There's maybe, 3 good quarterbacks in college this year?
Maybe
3.
More.
Riley Leonard ain't a good quarterback.
Guess what? We would never know because most of those dudes don't get to get seen until they go up to a top tier school because they can't show up there. Huh?
They get drafted?
Yeah, they get drafted and sit on a fucking bench.
My backup, Malik Willis, he went to Liberty, my guy.
1 in a million.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, dog, dude. Ben Roethlisberger. Miami of Ohio. Phillip Rivers.
Let me tell you this. Miami of Ohio, you can't call that too little of a school because you can still play them on the game.
MAC conference. I'm using your...
I got you.
Okay. Smaller school guy. Delaware State. Phillip Rivers. Transferred to NC State. Played at Delaware State for 3 years. I mean... Russell Wilson also transferred.
NC State from Delaware State just showed you that a lower tier person went to a higher tier team and played.
But
so
why?
So let's flip your shit on you. Why can't a lower tier team play against a higher tier team and possibly knock them out?
Because it's just not possible.
Because you don't want to see that shit. No. Because it would be a team like your bum ass Notre Dame fucking
we're not in these games.
Lose to a low tier team. If that's the case,
we're not a top tier team.
On, wait 1 second.
Georgia is not losing to fucking Northern Illinois.
This ain't in the Power 5.
I know. We do our own shit. We control college football.
But you guys get special privilege. I get it.
We own the NBC network.
What the fuck does that have to do with football?
All of our games are on TV.
Okay.
We get all that money. We don't share it with no conference.
That's understandable.
So we can control our own program.
You're not a Power 5 team. It's football. You're not a Power 5 team.
Why isn't everybody an independent if your team is good? If your team can
produce
Power profit.
5. Why are you jumping away from my question? You're not a Power 5 team.
Dude.
How did you get your way into the playoff?
The ACC, bro. We were a member of the ACC. We've been a member of the Big Ten, but we're an unaffiliated. We always play those schedules. Look at the teams that we play.
You ain't been in the Big Ten and the ACC in over 20 years, almost like 20 years.
We were in the ACC last year and an affiliate in the COVID year when we made the college football championship with Brian Kelly.
So that you guys could play football.
And it was a 13-year contract, my guy.
You guys are independent.
That's why we play Clemson. That's why we play Florida State. That's why we play Georgia
You
Tech.
are the biggest fucking deflector in the world.
Bro, look at our schedule.
Your schedule, you guys lost. Okay, let's talk about your schedule. You guys lost to one of the weakest teams on your fucking schedule. Why are you guys in the playoffs?
Because we only lost 1 game, and that's in our contract. Dude, the head of this college football
playoff is play? Who else did you guys play?
Texas A&M. Top 25 team.
Trash, and we know
Top 25 team.
Let's go. Who else did you play?
Bunch of ACC teams. Georgia Tech, Pittsburgh, all
Georgia
them, Louisville,
Tech, trash.
Clemson.
Pittsburgh, trash. Clemson. Yeah. Okay, Clemson. I give you Clemson. They okay.
Okay. You know what I mean?
Who else you played? Duke? North Carolina? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
We didn't play this. We played both naval academies. We played Navy and Army. Ohio State played Navy too, so it's okay. Like, they always play those little Midwest schools.
Don't tell me about what Ohio State did.
I mean, especially the Big Ten. Let's not tear open their record book and see what kind of pipsqueak schools they play. Let's just stop that. Same with the SEC, playing the Citadel and Coastal Carolina and all these HBCU schools that they play. Let's not tear into that. Every single team that we play is a FBS Division I. Every team that we played is a Division I. It's a Division I team.
Keep popping your shit. We don't know the name of it. That's
We're
what
5 schools every
crazy.
year. Power 5. Hey, weren't you just talking about them? Hey, wait a second. Weren't you just wait a second? Max School, right? You said Miami of Ohio?
Yeah. You can play with them
I
on the
think
game.
that's next year, bro. You're probably looking at next year. Because our second game of the season was Northern Illinois. Our first game of the season was Texas A&M, dog. We were 1-1 going into. I don't even know who we played after that.
Texas A&M.
In Texas A&M, tough place to play. Not bad. On the road in an SEC environment. Who starts on the road in an SEC environment?
When the last time Texas A&M been good, bro?
That's a tough place to play on the road, dog, with an unproven team. Especially Notre Dame's trash. We lost to Bowling Green last year. We sucked last year. We weren't supposed to be here. Lost. 13-12, Riley Leonard. Thank you very much.
14-16.
Couldn't do shit.
14.
13-12, whatever the fuck. What are you talking about? It's fucking score a touchdown.
Get them their extra point.
Score 2 touchdowns. Win the game. Who cares? Yeah. Big Ten? What division? Are they? Yeah, Big Ten. Okay, so
Big Ten football is ass unless you talk about Michigan or Ohio State. Michigan State used to be good back in the earlier years.
We played Ohio State too this year. We did. Damn, dog.
Yeah, you got
all these fucking. We weren't supposed to. We were supposed to.
Louisville.
Yeah. What conference?
Georgia Tech.
What conference? How many wins did Navy have this year? Navy, how many wins they have this year? 10? That's crazy. Double-digit win team? In a Power 5? Shit. 9 at least. I mean, damn, dog.
They were 10-3.
Oh, shit. So we beat a double-digit FBS team? Damn, dog. Hey. It isn't Coastal Carolina. It isn't Tennessee State that Alabama got to play at the end of the year. We not playing Louisiana Lafayette over here.
I want to sit here and talk about it's not Coastal Carolina. Bro, they got North Texas in their fucking conference. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
We didn't play North Texas.
That's who they played. That's what I'm saying. They played Temple.
You want them in the playoff.
They played for...
Give the little guys a shot, you said. It doesn't matter. You said put them in the playoff.
They wouldn't be in the play. They wouldn't be the ones in the conference champ. They wouldn't be the conference champs. The conference champs would be Army.
Okay. So you want so you want Army in the fucking college football playoff? No. Army got dog walked by Navy this year.
Army was 22nd.
Damn, Notre Dame beat Army too? Sheesh. Damn, dog. We not only beat Army, we held their hand down the fucking field and fucked their mom on the way down. Yeah. No, I'm not. But you won it. You put them in the college football playoff. That's your result, my guy. That's your fucking result. Hey, that was it. You just said put them in the conference.
Ask you this.
We'll be close.
So let me ask you this.
Same
right?
game.
I want to ask you a question. You play high school football, right?
Little bit, not much. I'm not good. I'm not the one you want to ask. I'm critical.
That's understandable. You play ball, right? You play high school ball. A little bit of high school.
Little bit. Yeah.
Let's say y'all play.
Cup of coffee.
How good was your team?
Not good. Awful. Maybe 3 wins.
So let's say the year that you played, y'all had, because I think we played, you're about my age, so that means you played about 8 games a season.
Yeah, we played 8 or 9 games. Yeah, I think
around 8 or 9 games a season.
It was like 4 and 5, I think we went.
Okay. So let's say y'all went 8-0, let's say it was an 8-game season and y'all went 8-0, right? Would you have wanted a chance to go to state, or would you just say, nah, because we're trash. Don't send us to state.
Well, I mean,
To the state, you wouldn't want to go to the state playoffs. You would just say fuck it.
as a freshman, how I was no, it's not the same game, man. Like, I don't care about deserving. I don't care. Like, football ain't supposed to be like that to me, man. I don't care.
I don't give a fuck who. I don't
Army
care
doesn't deserve to be in the college football playoff.
Listen, bro.
I only want it to be 4 teams.
My very first state playoff was my senior year of high school when we went 8-0. We played against a team named Robeson. Paul Robeson High School on the south side of Chicago. This team had at least 3 4-star players. For sure. Brandon Green was going to Minnesota as a wide receiver. They had a running back. I don't know where the hell he went, but he was a fucking dog.
Hey, I'm not talking about high school football.
I get what you're saying, but this is what I'm proving a point.
College ain't much different.
You can keep doing all of this. I'm proving my point. My point is, regardless of who they are, everybody who is at the top of their game that year deserves the opportunity to fight for their right, because you just never know what kids are going to pull out. That's why in basketball, that's why college basketball makes so much money. Not because there's so many games. It's not because there's so many games.
It's a lot of games.
It's because it's not all about the game. It's about some of the teams
expanded from 16 to 24 to 32 to now 80. Now 75 fucking teams make the NCAA tournament now to appease everybody. And it's the same Kansas, North Carolina. Every now and then you get a team that makes the Sweet 16 run, but that's cool. Then they get mocked.
Some of those top teams still get knocked out by a lower tier teams, and people pay to see that.
Yeah,
that sells tickets. That makes
basketball,
people that makes people tune in. Again, that makes people tune in. So guess what? You never know. You might fuck around and somebody just beats a fucking. Can you imagine a Army beating a Ohio State?
No.
Of course you can't, but it can happen. Yes, it can.
Cannot.
I'm pretty sure
maybe
it's
in a one-off. In a one-off, yeah, and maybe in the regular season. Bro, Ohio State plays 11 games in the Big Ten, goes to the conference championship game, wins, whether they win or not. They go to the playoff, and they play in a neutral site game in Jerryland or wherever the fuck they're playing these games at. And it's fucking Ohio State versus Army to go to the fucking semifinal. Bro, it's not even going to be a fair fight. It's not even the same game. Bro, FCS teams beat the bottom tier. You know what I mean? Montana State, North Dakota State beat Oregon State by 30 the other year. FCS schools. Why aren't we giving them a shot in the fucking college football playoff? It's because it's not the same game. Because it's not the same game. Bro, it's not. Bro, they had Carson Wentz and all these NFL players on North Dakota State, dog. It's not the same. You can have a one-off in a bowl game, like you had Boise State with the wishbone against Adrian Peterson.
They're not in the same conference. They're not in the same. They're not NCAA. They're not NCAA 1.
They're FCS. Yeah, they're FCS level.
Yeah, that's like 2A.
Nah, it's higher than 2A because they're still division. They're still Division 1, but it's just the FC. It's the football championship series, not the foot.
They don't participate
bowl
in
series.
They don't participate in any of it. You can't even play with those teams on NCAA college football. North Dakota State, you can't play with them. They're not a part of the NCAA football team.
Interesting. Yeah.
Sure, that's why. That's like the UFFL.
Got great play. Montana State, South Dakota State. My boy Tucker Craft.
Great players come out of stuff like that. Absolutely.
Dogs come up out of there. Same with HBCU schools. There's some studs that come out of HBCU schools. Absolute studs that come up out of there. How that's not being used more, I have no idea. That's more politics. But, bro, it's just not this. I love your point. I like where your head's at. No, it's not. The offensive line and defensive line rotations, how many more guys they have at size and skill positions, bro? It just wouldn't be, I don't think it'd be good TV. And with people's attention spans the way that it is, and with sports betting, I think it's going to go to 16 teams. I think they're going to do the reseeding, because every team that was on that break this year, that got that bye week because they won their conference, that you want to talk about, all of them lost in the first round of the playoffs.
To those
they
schools,
all lost.
Do you know what that brings to those schools?
A loss. That's what it fucking brings. You're going to get your fucking ass kicked when you fucking play a game because you've been off for a month.
Yeah, it brings you a loss, but you want to know what else it brings you? Prospects.
I mean, one guy here. I don't know. Man.
Guess what? The kid that don't want to, that can't get into his school that he wanted because he was stuck on this school. But Army offered him a scholarship, and so said, "Hey, you can come play ball here, but we're not offering you a full scholarship. We're gonna offer you a 2-year partial scholarship. So you're getting a partial scholarship, and you saying Army offered me a full ride. You think the kid who got Army sitting right there not gonna take that full ride? Why not?
Well, Army's just a different. I mean, West Point, you got to be accepted in by a damn senator to even go play football there. It's just like, I don't know, man. Like, and who knows what it's going to be in 2 years? Like, the landscape of college football, bro, is changing. I like being an independent just because it's like, bro, like,
because you guys can sneak in if you win, 9 games or something like that?
Everybody sneaks in, dog. Everybody can do that. It's not just us.
You guys are
it's
the only
not
team
just
that,
us.
You guys are the only team that don't have to fight.
That's why we play fucking more games than everybody. That's why we go to your building.
You're telling me a team that has the same record as you, right? The same.
And we were what? What was our record? What was our record? I don't even remember. Bro, I heard 6 wins this year. Riley Leonard is trash. I don't even like half the team. Marcus Freeman don't even have a full fucking recruiting class in Notre Dame yet. Our win total was 6 games this year set by Vegas. 6 games, bro. We have 1 5-star on our team, and they didn't play. Our NIL bag is $2.2 million, bro. We gave Riley Leonard $52,000 quarterback. We're not, like, this is a fluke year, bro. I'm pumped that we made it as far as we did. We beat fucking Georgia. For the first time in fucking 40.
I guess y'all what, 14-2? Yeah. The only team with 14 wins after Ohio State.
So bam. Auto bid, dog.
Get it. This is what I'm talking about. Ohio State was 14-2, just like you all, right?
We only had 1 loss, Northern Illinois.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm looking at it. Overall, 14-2.
Because we lost to the national championship game.
Okay, so you guys are what?
We finished regular season 12-1. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are 12-1.
We have an auto bid if we finish with 1 loss. Because of our contracts with all the fucking conferences that want to play us. Which is why we always play FBS schools.
So that they can get TV time. That's it.
Bingo. That's the game, brother.
Understandable.
All these motherfuckers want TV time.
Your team don't have to be good for you to go to the playoffs.
Nobody said SMU had to be good either. Nobody said Arizona State had to be good either. Nobody said Boise State had to be good.
Your team don't have to battle nobody. Your team don't have to worry about conference. You don't have to worry about that.
A fucking schedule like that isn't a battle?
You didn't fucking battle nobody, bro. You played Navy. But you're talking, hold on. But this is
not easy.
This play easy. That makes everything you just said contradicting.
It's not easy.
Everything you just said is contradicting then.
It's not. Because we weren't supposed to be here.
Now you're fucking LeBron James. Now you're LeBron James.
Bro, last year we won 6 games, bro. We missed a bowl game.
Bro.
We got worse.
What does last year have to do with this year, bro?
Because we weren't supposed to be here. We weren't supposed to be here, bro. Notre Dame has been trashed for how long? What are we talking about?
We know. And they gave you guys an easy-ass fucking schedule to roll through.
They don't give us nothing. We create our own. From all the other teams in the conferences that sign that bag. It's been happening since our inception of college football. This is what we do.
So you create...
Like, I'm not saying no secret.
So you create an easy schedule so that you guys can go to the playoffs.
We have contracts with teams, bro. We have contracts with Georgia. We've been to Georgia. We've been to we're going to Alabama. We go to USC. We already did that. We went to Ohio State last year, dog. And we went to Georgia under Brian Kelly. And we go to Clemson. And we go to Alabama in a couple years. Because we signed when we were playing Michigan. When they were good. Everybody, bro. We don't duck smoke.
You are ducking smoke because Georgia ain't on here. Last time
we played
was in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, and we lost. Got our ass kicked. With Brian Kelly as our coach.
Stop it, bro. You guys all your life been playing fucking bum ass teams, bro, and skating by. Playing teams like fucking Boston College and Duke. Stop it, bro.
FBS
you guys
schools,
are
right?
fucking doo-doo water.
You guys are what conferences are those schools in?
What? Duke.
You didn't see when we played 5 top 25 teams in 1 year? When we played Miami?
What year was that?
When we played Georgia a couple years ago? I can't remember the last time we played Michigan. It's got to be pre-COVID because we dropped that contract pre-COVID when Brian Kelly did some shit. I can't remember what year that was, bro. But it wasn't that long ago because everything changes with us.
I'm in y'all standards, and I'm all the way back to 2020, and I don't see when y'all played all of these all these top teams. I don't see it.
I mean, I don't know how, bro.
You played Michigan in 2019.
Do you really need me to Google?
Pretty on it.
Because I'll Google it.
I don't need you to Google shit. I'm on it.
No, that's not what.
Look at
bro,
the
you
year I'm in.
Schedule. I can pull up every
schedule. I'm on These are nothing. Look, these are nothing but Notre Dame schedules, bro.
Yeah,
all Notre Dame.
24 Virginia.
I'm all the way to 2019. I can keep going, bro. You guys
when do we played a home? We played a home and home at Georgia, and then we played a home and home at Miami. I can't even remember. It was definitely Brian Kelly era.
This year in the Sugar Bowl, okay. What year was Brian Kelly?
Oh man, he's been there for a fucking decade, dude. Wasting my fucking time. I think he got there 2011, 2012.
They'll say a lot. I'll give you that.
And Georgia. And Clemson. And Alabama. Brian Kelly got aced by Miami in Miami when they had motherfucking... Damn, who was that quarterback down there, bro?
Saying Georgia is not up.
Yeah, when they had Leatherwood and all them there.
And what year was that?
We also played them when they had Sean Moreno in a Sugar Bowl with Brady Quinn.
Sean Moreno ain't been in the NFL in almost eight
But we
years.
played them though. Like we played them in big games. Like I mean, I can go back 20 fucking years of Notre Dame playing big games and losing. So I don't even know what you're talking about.
How far did you guys ain't played a Georgia in a regular season?
Yeah, yes we have.
Bro, I'm in 2019 and I don't see Georgia, bro. All right, here we go.
Yeah, there you go.
September 21st, 2019.
There you go.
Bro, that was 6 years.
What was that score? We do this.
Georgia 23.
We signed a home and home contract. We play everybody, bro.
Bro,
we play everybody.
You ain't played them in 6 years.
We played them a couple years ago in the fucking bowl game. Or no, that was...
You just played them this year.
My bad. Yeah, this year. Yeah. And I was thinking of Alabama. when we got smoked again. Brian Kelly, bum ass. That's what I mean, bro. Like, look how good Marcus Freeman got his playing. Brian Kelly had how long? And he didn't do nothing close to what Marcus Freeman did. So you cannot discredit what Marcus Freeman did this year.
I'm not
because we always would lose those games under Brian Kelly. Always lose those games under Brian Kelly.
In 2018, they was trash and still trash.
They beat good teams.
Ball State University.
Hey, where did Jay Cutler go to college? What was you just talking about? Where you want these lower schools to have a shot? So when we play them, it sucks, but
it don't matter.
We play everybody, dog. We play everybody. You can't play. Nobody plays everybody in the top 10 every year. Look at Georgia's schedule. What are we talking about? You better go look at some SEC fucking school schedules, dude.
Oh, we can go
before you start picking apart Louisville and Boston College, you need to go start talking about blowouts versus nobodies. And paying these schools $1 million just to go beat some fucking Citadel and Coastal Carolina and all these other small, like Louisiana Lafayette. You'll see Jacksonville State. You'll see South Carolina State, HBUC school.
You can definitely go through there.
You know what I'm saying? And then you have these schools also losing to fucking Vanderbilt.
Georgia
Missouri's been good.
UMass.
UMass. What are we even talking about?
I understand.
Stop. Everybody does it. We just play the lower schools at the big conferences.
Tennessee, Ole Miss, Florida, Texas,
trash.
Mississippi State, booty, Auburn.
What's the difference between them and Purdue? And then you see the SEC losing all these bowl games against the Big Ten teams. Like, what are we even talking about?
Should we go
even
to Big
them?
Ten?
Like Michigan State, they're bumped. They're awful.
Michigan State is doo-doo.
Doo-doo water.
We know that.
They're the bottom teams in some of these conferences are trash. Because the bottom teams in some of these schools can lose to the top teams in smaller conferences. No question about it. But when you get to a bigger game in a playoff style format where teams are going to have 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks to prepare, bro, like you just said with the scholarships, some of these teams don't have 4 years scholarship, guys, at as many positions as the top tier schools do. Absolutely not.
No, they don't. But you want to know why?
There.
You want to know why they don't?
Because the talent isn't there.
Because they don't get the recognition. You want to know how you get it? You get people to start coming to the school. That's how you get it.
It's hard, man. It's hard.
It's not hard.
It is.
You gotta give people like who's the team that.
Look at James Madison. James Madison is a perfect example. Missed out on a bowl game last year. They went undefeated. They couldn't play in a bowl game because it was their first year at the FBS level.
So why didn't we
play? Because they were on a fucking delay.
So why didn't we see Ohio? Nobody. What was Ohio's record?
Ohio.
The Bobcats
they were one of the worst teams in college football this year. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, they were so bad that they were 11-3.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, what was their schedule?
I'm pretty sure it was ass water.
So I don't know. And now that team's going to go play where a team's going to be sitting on a bye week. Like Arizona State's going to put the fucking brakes on them, dude. Colorado, have one of them teams come into Boulder in the first round of the playoffs with Shedeur and Travis Hunter healthy? This year? Come on, man.
That's what that would have did to their school. It would have got them a player. It would have got them a couple.
Yeah, it would have been better for them, but I mean, like at the expense.
That's all
that
that matters.
To do that.
No, it's not. You can't. We just said it's about money. You can't promote money if they're not there. Ain't nobody watching.
Because those schools get paid to get their ass kicked by SEC schools.
Nobody's watching the Cure Bowl.
Miami of Ohio. Who were their 3 losses?
Who was in the Cure Bowl?
I have no idea, dude.
My point exactly.
I have no idea.
Those bowl games are a fucking waste of time.
Who'd you just say that went like 11 and whatever? Miami. Yeah. Well, who were their 3 losses? Yeah, Ohio. Who were their 3 losses? What ACC school slacked them by fucking 40 points? Did they play anybody good this year?
Conference rival Miami of Ohio. They lost to them. They lost to Kentucky.
Yeah, by what?
46.
Oh, yeah, come on. I mean, what are we even talking about? What are we even talking about? Get them off the court.
We know that they're going to lose. We know that they're going to lose, but the opportunity that brings to those schools to actually get up there.
They probably took $1 million for that ass kicking.
Guess what? And that $1 million just got them a couple scholarships so that they can possibly push their way towards the top.
Good for them. The little engine that could, I guess. I don't want them in the playoffs, bro.
Of course you don't, because they'll be the team that'll knock your bum ass team out.
No, we lose Ohio State and Georgia.
You guys probably would have lost to fucking.
I can't believe we lost to Georgia, bro. I can't believe we beat. I cannot believe we beat Georgia, bro.
Who cares?
I don't even care.
You guys lost when it counted. It don't matter. Don't tell me shit.
I won the Natty. In my head, I won the Natty already.
Don't tell me shit about what you done.
We lost to Northern Illinois. Does that mean that Northern Illinois is better than Georgia?
Maybe. We would never know because, according to Mr. Jimmy Covers, they should never get the opportunity unless they get paid $1 million to get their ass kicked.
It would be a route. It wouldn't even be fair.
See?
Wouldn't even be fair.
According to him. All right, fans. It is a pleasure.
Bro.
We're going to wrap this up.
Yeah.
I thank everybody. Jimmy, you as well. Even though I think you're fucking...
No, don't say it. I know you got your guy in the office. You're all like, y'all, we can say that word again. Don't say it.
No.
Don't do it.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
I know.
You know what I'm talking about. We always say, fuck them Packers.